In this module, we are going to talk about flow of international capital. International capital flows are referred to the financial side of global trade. When somebody imports a product or service, the consumer, that is an importer in fact, gives the supplier, who is an exporter, a financial payment similar to the domestic transactions. It means that they are going to give or provide the financial payment that is similar to the domestic transactions. For example, if Pakistani try to import something from America, it has to provide them dollars, not the rupee. Pakistan's currency is rupee, and Pakistani importer, when import anything from any part of the world, it has to pay in the currency that is of that country. But in the response, when America imports from Pakistan or from any other part of the world, even then they have to manage in dollars that trade instead of the local currency like Pakistan rupee. Direct international capital movement. There is a concern over investing country to hold a specified position over the assets of other country. Establishing corporations in the investing countries, assembling, selling, and distributing the parent product, investing in infrastructures, railways, and highways. Recently, we all know that how China is investing in Pakistan for the success of China Pakistan Economic Corridor, that is linking all the other 5 corridors of China with sea and other routes to Europe. Indirect international capital movement. Investment in other countries by purchasing shares and securities. Outflows and inflows of capital from one country to another. Borrowing and lending between countries. This flow of international capital is going on so rapidly owing to the advancement of technology and this process of globalization. Here are the benefits of this flow of international capital: improvement of economical infrastructure, technological advancement, exploitation of natural resources, improved exports competitiveness, benefits to consumers, employment, managing balance of payments. But again, these benefits lie with the system, political system, which is more mature or efficient in its system capabilities. Impact on the local business of this flow of international capital. It reduced the costs on the local business. Market liquidity is improved. This market liquidity is improved owing to this flow of international capital. Economic efficiency has been increased or decreased. Improved financial systems. Development of real economy. When I say that economic efficiency may be increased or decreased, that is in the perspective of that efficiency level of the system capabilities which are observable at domestic as well as at international level.